In the annals of history, few names resonate with the sheer power of intellect and invention as profoundly as Archimedes of Syracuse. He was a man whose mind spanned the cosmos of mathematics, physics, and engineering. His innovations defended cities and transformed daily life. He lived during a time of great change, the Hellenistic period, a bridge between the classical Greek world and the rise of Rome. Born around 287 BC, Archimedes spent most of his life in Syracuse, a vital city-state in Magna Graecia. It was here, under the patronage of King Hero II, that his genius flourished. Archimedes was not merely a theoretician, he was a builder, a problem solver, a practical visionary. His work laid foundations that would not be surpassed for centuries. He was, arguably, the greatest inventor the ancient world ever knew. One of his most enduring practical inventions is the Archimedes screw. This simple yet ingenious device revolutionized irrigation and water management. It consists of a helical surface enclosed within a cylinder. When rotated, it can lift water from a lower level to a higher one. This was crucial for agriculture, draining land, and even pumping water out of ships. Its design is so effective that variations are still used today. Beyond practical machines, Archimedes delved into the fundamental principles governing the physical world. His work on levers is legendary. He articulated the mathematical principle behind their operation. He famously declared, "Give me a place to stand, and I shall move the earth." While a hyperbolic statement, it perfectly captured the immense mechanical advantage a lever could provide. This understanding was vital for constructing cranes, catapults, and other heavy machinery. Perhaps his most famous discovery came from a seemingly simple problem posed by King Hero. The king suspected his new gold crown was not pure gold, but mixed with silver. He tasked Archimedes with finding a way to prove it without damaging the crown. The solution struck Archimedes while bathing. He noticed that as he submerged himself, the water level rose. He realized that the volume of water displaced was equal to the volume of his body. This led to the principle of buoyancy. An object submerged in a fluid experiences an upward force equal to the weight of the fluid displaced. By measuring the water displaced by the crown and comparing it to the water displaced by an equal weight of pure gold, he could determine its purity. The story goes that he was so excited by this realization that he leaped from his bath and ran naked through the streets of Syracuse, shouting, "Eureka!" meaning, "I have found it." This moment became synonymous with the sudden flash of discovery. His understanding of hydrostatics extended beyond buoyancy. He also developed principles related to the stability of floating bodies, crucial for shipbuilding. His insights into how objects behave in fluids were groundbreaking. Archimedes' inventive prowess was put to its most dramatic test during the Roman siege of Syracuse from 214 to 212 BC. Though primarily a scholar, he turned his formidable intellect to the city's defense. His war machines became the stuff of legend, terrifying the Roman attackers. He designed powerful catapults and ballistae capable of hurling massive stones over long distances. These weapons inflicted heavy casualties on the Roman legions. He also devised systems to defend the city walls. One such device was the Claw of Archimedes, or the Iron Hand. This was a large crane-like arm equipped with a grappling hook. It could swing out over the harbor, grab Roman ships, lift them partly out of the water, and then suddenly drop them, causing them to capsize or break apart. Another legendary defense involved using mirrors or polished shields to focus sunlight onto the Roman ships, setting them ablaze. While the historical accuracy of the heat ray is debated by modern historians, it speaks to the fear and respect the Romans had for Archimedes' ingenuity. The Roman general Marcellus reportedly called Archimedes a geometrical briareus, referring to a hundred-handed giant from Greek mythology. Marcellus was so impressed and frustrated by Archimedes' defenses that he issued orders to capture him alive. Archimedes' contributions were not limited to practical inventions and war machines. He was also a mathematician of the highest order. His work on calculating the value of pi was the most accurate of his time. He used a method of exhaustion, approximating the circle's area by inscribing and circumscribing polygons with increasing numbers of sides. This method foreshadowed integral calculus. He also developed formulas for the areas and volumes of spheres, cylinders, and other geometric shapes. His mathematical treatises were highly rigorous and influential. He applied mathematical principles directly to physics and engineering problems, a hallmark of his genius. He seamlessly blended theoretical understanding with practical application. Despite Marcellus's orders, Archimedes was killed during the sack of Syracuse in 212 BC. The exact circumstances vary in historical accounts, but the loss of such a mind was a tragedy for the ancient world. Even the Romans lamented his death. Archimedes' legacy is immense. His work in mechanics, hydrostatics, and mathematics laid essential groundwork for the scientific revolution centuries later. Figures like Galileo and Newton built upon his foundations. His inventions, from the screw to the lever, demonstrate a profound understanding of physical principles applied to real-world problems. He was a master of both theory and practice. His defense of Syracuse showcased the terrifying power of applied science. He was more than just an inventor. He was a scientist, an engineer, and a mathematician whose insights were centuries ahead of his time. His methods were rigorous, his discoveries fundamental, and his impact indelible. Archimedes of Syracuse remains a towering figure in the history of science and technology. His name is synonymous with ingenuity, discovery, and the power of the human mind to understand and shape the world. He truly earned his title as the greatest inventor of the ancient world.